All right, congratulations on wanting to start an LLC in Missouri. I'm going to walk you through all the steps that you need to take in order to get your LLC established. I do need to make a little disclaimer first. This is for educational purposes only. I am not going to actually register an LLC. In order to do so, I'd have to put fake information and that would be illegal, so I'm not going to do that. But I will walk you through each step, answer the most common questions that you're going to have while getting this form filled out. So the first thing you have to do is you actually have to create an account within the Missouri website. If you click on the link below, it's going to bring you to this section. You're going to click on create an account and then you just fill out all the information out. You hit submit. It's going to send you an email to confirm that you have the correct email, and then you can get to this section. So let's get this thing going. We're going to log in. And then from here, we're going to go to create LLC. And you're going to select, it is going to be a domestic LLC because we are doing this within the United States. So hit begin. Now it's going to ask you if you have a name reservation number. We don't. All right, there's a few things that you have to think about before you select your name for your LLC. The first thing is there's certain words that cannot be in the name. You can't have bank, trust, nonprofit. So make sure you don't have those words in your LLC. The other part is your business name is going to contain LLC at the end. So if it's Billy's Lawn Care, it's Billy's Lawn Care LLC. Another thing that you really want to think about before you pick a name out is make sure that your business name is available for a website. What you don't want to do is you don't want to go through this whole process, pay the filing fee, only to find out that your business name cannot be used for a website containing the same business name. So do some research. Make sure your business name, you can have a domain website name that is going to be the same. So full disclosure. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put the name in. All right, now once you get to this section, it's just going to be the general information about your business. So the duration of the business, you want it to be perpetual. And you can put member manage or manager manage, just up to you. And then you're going to put the purpose of this business. So we're just going to put lawn care services. And then the effective date, you're going to want to put today's date. And then you're not going to click on Series LLC. This is just going to be a standard LLC. So you're going to click next. This is good. So I put today's date. You can't put the current day's date. You have to do the next day. So that's good to know. So put the 12th. That's all that was telling me up there. You're going to hit next. All right, this part threw me off the first time I set up an LLC. I saw registered agent and I thought it was some sort of professional that I had to hire in order to fulfill this part of my LLC registration. The registered agent is going to be you. You are the registered agent. And all the registered agent is the state wants to know where they are going to be sending all the business documents, the filings, anything that has to do with your business. They want to know where they're sending that and who they are sending that to. You're just going to put your information in here. You're going to select just an agent as an individual. Then you'll fill this out, and then we will go to the next part. All right, now that you have entered in the registered agent's information, your information, you're just going to go next to the organizer. And the organizer is you. You're organizing this limited liability company. So you just type in organizer, and then you fill all of this information out. And then you're going to save the organizer, and it's just going to have that down there. The same thing you did with the registered agent. You fill out that information, save the registered agent. It had it down there. Same thing, but you're just going to do this with the organizer. LLC, you're putting in your address a bunch of times. That's what the majority of this is going to be, is your address. So let's do this again, and I will fill this out, and then we'll get to the next part. All right, now that we have that information entered, a thing that I forgot to mention, but I'll mention it anyways, you cannot use a PO box for any of this information. If you are hoping to use a PO box, you can't. It has to be an actual home address or an office you have established, a warehouse you have established. That's what you have to have in there. Wherever your business is going to be, you need to use that as the address. So we're going to hit next to address. I'm telling you, just tons of addresses. So you could have a different address from your registered agent. Let's say the registered agent information you put for your home, and then you have an office or a warehouse where your actual company is going to be. You would put that information here. But if you're just doing this all from your home, you would put your home address in here as well. So I'm going to fill this out, and then we'll go to the next section. And then once you have this section filled out, you're just going to go to the review filing. All right, this section of the form is very, very important. You want to go through and double, triple check everything that everything is in there correctly. The main reason is that if you have to change something after you've submitted it, it's going to cost you $25, $50, just depending on the state. It could be more than that to go in and correct anything that you didn't submit correctly. Double, triple check everything here. So I'm not going to go to the next section because I don't want to have all this information saved because this was just for educational purposes. The next section is going to be the signature section. You're just going to say, yes, I agree that all this information is correct and true. And then you're going to hit next again. And then after that, it's going to take you to the shopping cart. And that section is where you're going to put in your credit card information and hit submit. All right, once you hit submit, it's going to send all that information over to your state. And then once they have that, they have to process it. Like I said, it could take 3 to 7 business days. It just depends on the state and how busy they are with all the processing that they're doing with other documents. Once you get it back from the state, it's going to have your articles of incorporation, which are very, very important because you need your articles of incorporation for the next step of establishing your business correctly. And that is to obtain your EIN. That's your employer identification number. And you have to have this in order to set up a business bank account, to get insurance for your company, to file your taxes, to hire employees. It's essentially the social security number for your business. You have to have it. Now, there's some companies out there that'll charge you $100, $200, $300 just to set this up for you. But setting up an EIN is significantly easier than setting up an LLC, which was also easy. It's just put it in your address 1,000 times. Now, if you click on the link below, it's going to take you to our page that has a video with step-by-step instructions on how to set up your EIN. To file your EIN, the whole process is free. We also have a business starter pack that has all the documents that you'll need for your first year of business. It has an operating agreement that is completely customizable. You'll need an operating agreement and your EIN to establish a business bank account. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements. All of these are completely customizable. These are documents that you might not realize that you need right now, but you definitely will. We have over 30 business documents that I've curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful businesses. I honestly wish I would have had this business starter pack when I first started my first business. It would have saved me months and months of headache and thousands of dollars. We also have a community of entrepreneurs that can answer all of your questions while establishing and growing your business. Questions like, how do I hire an employee? What paperwork does the employee need to fill out? How do I fire an employee? How do I protect my company from legal liabilities? How do I deal with an angry customer or an angry employee? How do I deal with bad reviews from customers? How do I get to the top of Google search results for my business? How can I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise through social media? How do I file my business taxes? We have answers for all of these questions. Go check out our business starter pack. It will be one of the best decisions you make as a new business owner. Save yourself from all the mistakes that I made while I was starting my first business and click on the link below and let's get your business growing.